Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Adila binti Hishamuddin.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fatin Humaira binti Muhammad Yunus.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fatin Zulaikha binti Ghazali.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Afwanshada binti Ibrahim.
Classification is method to organize something or classifying something according to the similarity of a thing. Classification can be defined as the process of selecting the heading for which document will be grouped or classified based on the certain the general characteristic for a submission is made. The main purpose of this file classification is to ensure the immediate availability of information whenever the information is needed. So, this classification can help the function of obtaining this immediate information is achieved. The efficiency, in particular, the accessibility of this filing system depends on the care of classified document. By classifying document or a document that have the same heading or a specific title, employees can easily locate the required document whenever needed, and the problem of any delay can be reduced. Now, I will explain about the definition of filing system. Filing system is a method of storing document in a safe place and easy to obtain quickly if the document is needed. The document must be very well cared for without any damage, dirty, and the stored document cannot be missing. Filing system is a central record-keeping system for an organization. This filing system can help an organization store document in orderly, systematic, efficient, and transparent manner. We all know that without a good file management, all important documents will be easily lost, damaged, and so on. Therefore, an organization must plan something so that every department in their organization has a good and effective filing system. Okay, so next I will explain about the objective of filing system. There is 3 objectives of filing system. The first one is to classify and arrange the record properly. This filing system is established to organize all the data in the organization correctly. All important documents must be filed according to the correct category and related to each other so that the employees are not confused when trying to find the document again. It is important for employee to understand the functions of the file so that the document are not dropped or misplaced into another file. The next point is to protect document against loss or damage. Of course, we all know that every organization make a filing system to keep all important documents so that it is always in a good condition. This is because the documents kept by such organization are very important and valuable to organization. The document is one of the important asset in the organization. Stored documents such as details about employees, financial, and all transactions used by the organization must be kept for a very long period of time. Such document may not be deleted until specific period. For example, if something happened to the organization, the document is needed to review the problems. And if the documents are damaged or missing, it will be difficult for organization to find the cause and solution to curb the problems. Therefore, it is important for the organization to keep the documents so that they are not damaged or lost. The last point for objective of filing system is to provide a method of obtaining information without loss of time. As we all know, an organization must store a lot of important documents and data. Every document that is stored is very important and valuable to the company. Therefore, one of the objectives of this filing system is to make it easier for their employees or staff to find the records quickly without having to waste too much time. With this filing system method, the record can be done quickly and easily. If this filing system does not exist, the staff must have problems in retrieving the required data because they have to handle too many documents. The first importance of filing system is the filing system can help to protect the document from dust, water, harmful insect, and moisture. As we all know, most of document will be produced by using paper. Paper is a very sensitive material where it is easily damaged and torn. By using the correct filing system, all the documents will be stored in a very secure file. This can prevent the file from being exposed to the malicious things. If we do not adopt this method of filing system, we will place the document everywhere without caring about the safety of the document. This will cause the document easily damaged. Damaged document can no longer be used for the organization because the important content in the document may be lost. Okay, the second important is filing system can also help with the future of the company, and the company also keep the old document to see the performance of the company in the future. Either the company is more advanced or has a fewer losses. That's all we can see from the document in the previous year. Next is it is also can make it easier for the organization to obtain the feedback. Feedback from where? It is a feedback from the project or program that has been done by the company. Usually, if the project has to be carried out, they will have a discussion meeting. All the meeting held must be required to a report and all matters that have been discussed, so that each matter discussed can be implemented and carried out smoothly. This filing system saves a lot of time and energy for employees, and it is also be easier in terms of giving feedbacks on the project that is carried out because the arrangements is very organized and not frivolous. Okay, the last is that with this filing system, employees can will be easily track where the document is located. And how is it easy to detect? It is easy to detect because each file has a unique code. First of all, I will explain administrative history about Jabatan Bantuan Guaman Malaysia. The establishment of Legal Aid Department, known as the Legal Aid Bureau (BBG), was proposed in 1954, but the first step was only taken by the government in 1960. The existence of this department is the result of a letter written by an orthopedic almoner stationed at the General Hospital Kuala Lumpur, requesting advice from the law so that free lawsuits are given to patients with severe residual disabilities, where payment compensation may be provided if the patient is legally represented. When the Ministry of Law was abolished, the Division Legal Affairs Prime Minister's Department was created on 23 September 1970, consisting of the Office Chief Registrar of the Federal Court, Assistance Bureau Law, Property Holders Department, and Department Public Trustee and Estate Administrator. Vision and mission of Jabatan Bantuan Guaman. Vision: leading legal aid services to provide access to justice. The mission is provide quality professional legal aid services to qualified citizens to ensure access to justice. This is an organizational chart of Jabatan Bantuan Guaman. In this organizational chart, the highest position is held by the Deputy Director General, followed by the Director, and subsequently followed by the Directors of each state. So, next is function in Jabatan Bantuan Guaman. Jabatan Bantuan Guaman provide legal advice on all matters in fourth schedule. Advisory services can give advice to those who have problems such as divorce, alimony, consumer claims, criminal cases, and others. This advisory service will be given to the less fortunate, and the payment for legal aid services is as low as RM10. Second, represent or provide legal assistance in proceedings in all courts within the jurisdiction provided in the second schedule, criminal jurisdiction, and the third schedule, civil jurisdiction. Third, provide mediation service. Mediation services are provided to persons assisted in matters relating to any of the proceedings specified in the third schedule of the Legal Aid Act 1971. If the both parties sign a consent agreement for mediation, the dispute will be resolved within 30 days through a mediation hearing attended by both parties. The types of cases suitable for mediation are civil mediation, such as alimony of wife and children, marital assets, child welfare, and others. Fourth, provide legal companion. Legal companions serve to advise the guardian or protector of the assisted person authorized under any written law on legal matters. Persons eligible for legal aid services are children who have been victims of sexual offences and are under 18 years of age. Next is activity held by JPG, promoting legal clinic. JPG conducts legal clinics in collaboration with non-governmental organizations and charitable associations. The program is held at least twice a month for each branch. Second, provides practical programs for Institute of Higher Education students in the Jabatan Bantuan Guaman. Practical program students in Jabatan Bantuan Guaman have been implemented since the 19th. It is in line with consolidation of JPG service, which spanned 3 decades at that time, and also one of JPG efforts and cooperation to help the students complete their studies so that they can successfully grab degree. Lastly, Jabatan Bantuan Guaman collaboration program with the Malaysian Consumer Claims Tribunal. The cooperation program began with a meeting held on 12 August 2010 at the Tribunal Tuntutan Pengguna Malaysia (TTPM) main meeting room.
In this part, I will explain about the manual that has been used by Jabatan Bantuan Guaman, JBG. The file classification used is based on the Surat Perkeliling Jabatan Bantuan Guaman 1971, and however, the circular letter has been improved to be better, which is the Peraturan Guaman 2017. The purpose is to prepare for the purpose of introducing and implementing the new file classification system of Jabatan Bantuan Guaman. The organisation also refer manual from Arkib Negara Malaysia, which is MS 2223 Information and Document Records Management Part 1 and Part 2, and the Record Electronic. Hence, the organisation also used the Surat Perkeliling Perkhidmatan Bilangan 5 tahun 2017, Panduan Pengurusan Pejabat. Next, Jabatan Bantuan Guaman used mechanism, the record disposal that are prepared by the Arkib Negara Malaysia. The record disposal schedule, also known as Jadual Pelupusan Rekod, based on the Arahan Ketua Pengarah Pentadbiran Bilangan 7 tahun 2013, the usage of file classification on manual, and the Jabatan Bantuan Guaman record disposal schedule. The usage of record disposal schedule can be ensured that all records of temporary value can be destroyed immediately, while records of lasting value will be transferred to the Arkib Negara Malaysia.
Okay, next I will show the description file of housekeeping and functional files from Jabatan Bantuan Guaman, which is JBG. Okay, so for administrative files, or well known as housekeeping files, usually is from 100 to 500, and from 600 to 900 we call it as functional or operational files. Okay, for example, a file system in housekeeping used by Jabatan Bantuan Guaman are 100 is the function, and it consists of pentadbiran. And the activities is perhubungan awam dan seranta. The sub-activities is publicity dan promosi, and the file is publicity, promosi dan sidang akhbar. Okay, the next one is 200, which is pengurusan tanah, bangunan dan infrastruktur as the function. The activity is rancangan Malaysia, and the sub-activities is perancangan, and the file consists of perancangan dan pembangunan. Okay, I give you another example of housekeeping files. 300 is about pembangunan aset alih. The activities of these files is perancangan. The sub-activities is harta, modal dan inventory, and the files is kenderaan acuan 4 roda. Now, 600 is a functional or operational files. For 600 is functions about bantuan guaman. The activities is akta, peraturan, piawaian dan dasar. The sub-activities is about penggubalan, pemindahan dan akta. And the file is pindaan akta 26. The next one is 700, which is bantuan guaman is the function. The activities is literasi undang-undang. The sub-activities is program media massa, and the file consists of media electronic. Okay, next I will show the description file of housekeeping and functional files from Jabatan Bantuan Guaman, which is JBG. Conclusion: without a perfect filing system, the organizations or agency will not able to achieve and reach the maximum level of employment and unable to operate their organizations properly. It makes all the work and organization's activities smooth and efficient. The Jabatan Bantuan Guaman maintains their record properly and they manage to have a good filing system in their organizations. Other than that, Jabatan Bantuan Guaman also followed all the policy, rules and guidelines from the National Archive of Malaysia in developing and implementations the filing system. For additional information, classification is one of the secrets to become an efficient storage and able to receive data or documents in an accurate ways. The record of Jabatan Bantuan Guaman has organized their records in a system that makes it easier to determine where to put and classify the document, file and where to find the records without taking too much time.